Welcome to My Money, My Purpose. My name is Tabby, and I'm the dreamer. In today's video, we will be discussing vision boards and the reason that we make a vision board. Good morning, YouTubers, and welcome to My Money, My Purpose. My name is Tabby, and I'm the dreamer. Today, we're going to be discussing vision boards, what they are, why you make them, and how you can use them in your daily life. So first, to start off, a vision board is a visual representation of the thoughts that you want to go through your head. We constantly have so many thoughts going through our head that it's hard to monitor them all. But what we do know is that where attention goes, energy flows, and we're all energy. So to create things, we have to focus our attention on what we want to create, not what we don't want to create. So in making a vision board, you can put a visual representation, pictures, words, phrases, whatever it is, that helps you to visualize what your goals are that you would like to achieve. And therefore, by putting that up and seeing it every single day, you're going to train your mind to wake up and think about the things that you want instead of focusing on the things that you don't want, or the stresses of your life, or social media, or so many different factors that come in based on society. So what most of us do is we wake up in the morning, we grab our cell phone.
Sometimes you just have to say, this isn't the energy I'm going to let in my life. And I have to rise above it for my mental health and my sanity.
Through our emails and our phone calls and our text messages and our social media, and all that does is it creates stress. It creates an image in your head of everything you need to do, everything you haven't gotten done, and all these other factors, when really what you want to do when you wake up is be fresh, be ready for the day, and gear yourself up for a positive mindset. You want to focus on the things that you are, and that's what you want to be. So if that's what you want to be, that is what you are. And if you start telling yourself that's what you are, you're going to attract situations, experiences, and people that help to create that. So if you don't have a great job, but you keep waking up and saying, I have an amazing job, I can tell you that the universe is going to make sure that amazing job comes to you. And you're going to be like, wow, look at this job I can do now. And then you're going to remember every morning you woke up and said, what an amazing job you have. And now you have an amazing job. So just think about that. You can start off with, wow, I got the first parking space at my work. And if you wake up every morning and you say that before you start to get ready, before you brush your teeth, and the whole time you're getting ready for work, you're just thinking, wow, look, I got to work and I got the best parking space. I promise you, it will start to happen. All you have to do is believe. Believing is the battle. You have to recondition your mind.
I wake up in the morning.
What you do?
And the first thing I say is thank you. Yes. That's my first thing. Even before I'm awake, even before my eyes are really fully open, I say thank you. I can feel the gratitude. Ooh, I'm still here. I'm in a body. Thank you so much. I thank you for that.
Gratitude.
And then I go through the letting the dogs out, the whole, brushing your teeth and all that stuff. And then I have either silence or prayer or something that acknowledges that I'm still here.
So again, back to the vision board. So you're supposed to put your vision board where you will see it when you first wake up. And therefore, when you first wake up, you look at it, and the first thought that pops into your head is what you put on that board, whatever it may be. Whatever it is for you, you put it on that board. It's not about oh, I want to win the lottery and put the lottery up there, because ultimately that is just a goal you want to attain to fulfill the need for money. So therefore, that actually probably won't happen unless you're just having a really lucky day and then all of a sudden you just happen to buy one. But what you need to focus on more is the images that create a happy feeling in your head, whatever that may be. I have a lot of the beach on my vision board. It's my happy place. It's peaceful. It's where I grew up. So I really, really love it. I have phrases on my vision board, like one decision. You have to be mindful of what you're putting on your board and make sure that it creates a positive image in your head and that it doesn't create a stressful image in your head. Because the whole point of the board is to bring positive energy, because where attention goes, energy flows. So the more attention we put on the good, the more good that's going to come into our lives. The more focus that we put on the stress or the negative or the things we don't have, the more of that's going to come into our lives, because we're attracting it. We're putting focus on it. We're putting our attention on it, and we're putting our mind on it. And therefore, the universe will make it happen whether we like it or not. Because the universe doesn't hear whether you like something. It just says, okay, well, all your attention is going towards this, so you must want to be surrounded by that. Not always the case. So
I would visualize,
This is when you were broke and poor.
You know, right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, I like your work or whatever that is. And I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever.
So didn't you write yourself a check? I heard that you did. Is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years. I dated it Thanksgiving 1995. And I put it in my wallet, and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff. But then, just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber. Maybe.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah. So you visualize yourself
to have already achieved the goal and to visually represent yourself achieving the goal, not wanting to achieve the goal, because that defeats the purpose. That would be living in the future, not the present, and that is not going to make it happen. You have to live here, now, in the present moment, not thinking about what you want in the future, because then it'll only come in the future, and not thinking about what you had in the past, because then you're just going to keep getting the past. What you have to think about is where you are now and what you want now. I've realized that I want to create better mental health. And what I mean by that is just waking up and immediately thinking positive. Immediately going to, okay, how can I clear my head for the day? How can I wake up, refresh, restart, not focus on yesterday, not focus on any of the stresses or the problems. Just wake up, take a deep breath, let your mind be clear, and set an intention for your day. The moment you write it down and you say it out loud, it becomes more of a reality. Because if you can say it out loud, you really want it. If you say it out loud and you question it, then you want to rethink. Okay, well, what are my goals? Do I really want to be there? Or is society just telling me I want that? Anything. It can be just the mere fact that the moment a negative thought pops into your head, you switch it. And that can be your goal. And that is a great goal, because if you start with that, you're just going to rewire and train your brain to immediately go to the positive over the negative. Immediately go to the unstress over the stress. What you've been told and what you've been told you want and what you've been told you need, and really dig down deep and say, what do I want? If no one was to judge me and no one was to say, oh, you can't do that, or you'll never have that, or look where you came from, if you just get rid of all those things, what do you want? What do you want? Because a lot of people focus on the things they don't want, and then they get what they don't want, and they're like, wow, my life is terrible. Look at all the things I don't want. And it's like, well, did you ever focus on the things you did want, that you did have? Because I bet you'd have more of them if you focus on that. I don't know, it's worth a try. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to collect my thoughts, and I'm going to retrain my mind to believe in the positive and to think about what I want and focus on what I do want for the day, which is your thought patterns. Simple shift. It's going to be hard at first, and maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be really easy. Let's just say it's going to be really easy to wake up and think positive every day, because that right there, mental shift. I immediately went and said, oh, this is going to be hard. I haven't even tried it. How do I know it's going to be hard? It might be so easy. I mean, life is great. My life is great. You know, yeah, I may not have a bunch of money, and I may not have the best job, but I have an incredible family, and I have friends that love me, and I'm happy, and I'm healthy, and that's all you can really ask for in life. So without further ado, if vision board making and positive thinking is something that you want to get into, then please subscribe and like. Really want, and you can tell the world with no negative doubt in your mind that that is what you deserve and what you will have, you will have. Because there will be no thought that can deter you, and nobody could change your mind. And therefore, it's inevitable to happen because you know 100% it will. And if you have zero doubts about something, it happens. Zero doubts. Zero. It's really hard to have zero doubt, which is why so few people in the world have what they really want. But I can promise you, together on this channel, we're going to get rid of your doubt. We're going to get rid of your doubt. We're going to get rid of your debt. And we're going to get rid of your negative thoughts. And all together, we are going to be happy. We're going to be happy now. We're not going to be happy in the future when we have what we want. Because we have what we want now. We just can't see it. And we're in the state of, I got to see it to believe it. When, no, you have to believe it to see it. If you don't believe it, you're never going to see it. Even if it's right in front of you, you won't see it. But if you believe it, I can guarantee you'll see it so much quicker. You'll notice all the things that are coincidences that took you from where you were to where you wanted to be. And it can happen. It can happen. I know it can happen. You make a decision, you say, today I'm going to change. Today I'm going to wake up. Today I'm going to get out of bed. And today I'm going to think only positive. I'm going to change my mental thought. If something negative happens, I'm not going to use it as a negative. I'm going to say, okay, how can I change this to be a positive? And ultimately, your entire day will end up positive. First step in making a vision board is you're going to want to collect your supplies. You're going to want to make sure you have a poster board, some sort of writing utensils, whether it be crayons, markers, pens, colored pencils, doesn't really matter. Anything you need to write. You're going to need either magazines, printed pictures, however you want to get your visual representation. It can be either color or black and white, doesn't really matter. Need glue, need scissors, and you need an extremely positive mindset. And then you can start. You can start to make your board. And if you want, you can make more than one board. If you feel that your thoughts deter easily, you can make a board for every room. You can make a board and a journal. You to check back with everyone. Let's start envisioning the life we want and, get the goals we deserve. And because we're wonderful people. Everyone is born as such a wonderful person with so much potential. The world is unlimited. It's truly unlimited. And so few people actually end up with what they want. Is to update me and we can focus together on making a positive change in life. Let's do it. So please subscribe and like to My Money, My Purpose. Again, my name is Tabby and I'm the dreamer. Let's start dreaming.